I've got my paint shirt on today, and I'm ready to get messy. I'm going to try my hand at lino printing using a tortilla press. That's right, a tortilla press. Now, I've seen people do this, and it works well for them, so I'm going to give it a try and see if it works for me better than my trusty wooden spoon. I'll tell you what I'm able to do with them and compare the two and let you know if I think it's worthwhile. In the process of making this video, I've developed bronchitis, so I'm going to try to get through this video without coughing. In this video, I'm using Speedball water-based black block printing ink with a little bit of Speedball retarder to slow down the drying process. I'm using a lino that I already carved for a previous video. After mixing the ink in the retarder, I then use the roller and spread it out on a glass surface. Now, here are the first two things that I've discovered. One, that instead of a glass surface, I'm actually enjoying rolling the ink out on an acrylic surface. I don't know why, but for some reason, it seems easier to get a smoother and better consistent amount of ink to apply to the print. And two, I switched out the hard roller for a soft roller for applying the ink to the actual lino. This isn't necessary for a one-color print, but I cut out a cardboard three-sided frame the size of the lino block that will help me line up the paper and the lino each time for a consistent print. I started off using the Strathmore printmaking paper. On top of the paper, I put a piece of felt and then a cut piece of yoga mat to give more pressure when using the tortilla press. The right side with the hinges gets more pressure when you push down, so I've added an extra strip of yoga mat to the left side and press again. That way it should equal out some of the pressure, hopefully giving an even print. Keep in mind that I'm doing this without doing any modifications to the tortilla press. Obviously, the first print did not work out so well. There isn't enough pressure or there isn't enough ink. There could be different variables. I tend to think that the paper was a little bit too thick, so I tried again with thinner paper. And the thinner paper worked much better. For the comparison, I used the same two papers and repeat the process, only this time doing hand printing using the back of a wooden spoon as a baren to add pressure. To reduce the amount of chatter I was getting while printing, I decided to cut away parts of the background of this lino block. I put a piece of felt over the paper when hand printing, and that way it helps the spoon glide around the paper without actually causing any damage to the paper. For the final verdict, I don't think that one works better than the other. However, I find the tortilla press does speed things up. That being said, I find that using a combination of the two would really speed things up and make better prints. As for the cost, neither one breaks the bank. The tortilla press cost $15 with no modifications, and the wooden spoon cost me $4.
You can support my channel by subscribing so YouTube will share my videos with more people. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you ring that bell, you'll be notified every time I post a video. Thank you for watching.